Welcome to Staying Relevant, the bonus episode. Normally it's hosted by two best friends, them being me, Sam Thompson, and Peter James Jonathan Joseph Jezariah Janaya Wicks. But he is not here at the moment. He is on a well-earned break. Where he is, we don't know. He doesn't like to tell us those things. But in his place, I am joined again by my lovely sister Louise and of course Thompson.
Woo! Howdy! Hi, Sam.
Don't turn off your podcast things. I know she sucks, but she's here.
He's a fucking idiot.
It's the best we could get. So here we are.
Right.
And today,
That's such a charming introduction.
And today,
I can't wait for today.
Well, don't worry, because we're joined with someone even worse. Today, we're also joined by not just one of my sisters, my other sister from another mister. This one, it's Pippa Ray.
Even better intro. Thank you.
Pippa refused to sit on the green sofa because she said it was going to take too long, and she likes
just
sitting
not
in the
necessary.
chair.
I'm fine here. I like being near Josh.
Pippa is going, though, to be part of this episode. I mean, she likes to be part of it anyway. She fucking pipes up a lot anyway, but this time even more than normal. Now, remember, as well as listening, you can watch us now too. The full video is released on YouTube every Friday after the audio is out every Monday. Before we get started, make some shit, and follow wherever you're listening. That will mean you'll be the first to know of each new episode. When does it come out, everybody? Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. Shoot me now. To feature in our bonus episode, don't forget to email hello@srproductions.co.uk. It's an email that Peter James absolutely hates. It's an email that I absolutely love because I think it makes us seem approachable.
Well, what would he prefer? Peter.
All right, fuckers, at srproductions.co.uk. Probably.
Why don't you give everyone his personal email address?
Oh my God, I could. Maybe we'll give his number. Should we give Pete's number out on this pod?
You can.
At your peril.
Oh my God. No,
I think no part of him would even find that marginally funny.
Oh no, he I don't think he'd ever speak to me again.
No,
I think he'd quit the podcast.
And actually. I kind of think that's fair enough.
I think he'd quit the podcast. Yeah, we probably shouldn't do that, to be fair. But we have had a boatload of questions.
I just remembered I gave out Ryan's number once on Insta story accidentally. I did a screenshot of like a little WhatsApp chat.
Awful.
And then people were like, just FYI, giving his number.
Awful from you, that.
Yeah.
Because now we've got to change his number. Anyway, we've had a boatload of questions from you guys, more than we've ever normally had, actually, which is interesting. Louise, you're obviously pulling them in. So, question number one.
Yeah.
Have you guys always been this close, or have you got closer as you've got older?
I think we've got closer as we got older.
I would agree.
I think when we were younger...
She was horrible to me when we were younger.
Yeah, I apologised a few weeks ago.
Yeah, she actually did. She sat me down and apologised.
Wait, for like childhood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about trauma.
I used to just run around the sofa like chasing Sam and then like trying to pull his hair out apparently.
Yeah. And then
but I just don't envision you being like super innocent in return.
I was so sweet. Like, I know I never wanted to have an argument or a fight or anything. She used to batter me around the head with a Sky remote.
But like most of the questions we got for this episode was like, how did you cope with Sam growing up?
Completely turn it out on its head, please. And thank you.
Thanks so
I
much.
was literally the little quiet kid playing like Civilization 3, the computer game, in the corner.
It's actually slightly true. Like he wasn't that helpful. Like there was just a lot of, you were kind of just like not mute, which is weird because now obviously chatty Kathy, but you were a lot quieter.
Yeah.
But maybe, so Ryan and I were talking about this today. Maybe it was all the screen time that made you really like hectic and amplified the ADHD.
What do you mean hectic? What the hell does that mean?
Well, because you were really quiet as a kid. Like not in a weird way. You were just like, you were quite like happy, just like doing your own thing. And now you are a little bit of an attention seeker.
Woo.
But we're really close.
I'm not an attention seeker.
So closer as you got older, when do you think the turning point was? Like Made in Chelsea?
No, because we weren't necessarily that close. Do you remember like...
I lived with you. So I don't know how much
more of a
closer you
lodger.
can get.
You
Yeah.
were a lodger, yeah.
We were close. We were really close when we were Made in Chelsea. I used
You
to
can't say it as a one-sided thing.
No,
you can't
but we
fight that you
were.
were close.
But don't you remember when we'd have an event day on Made in Chelsea and everyone would be on set, so say it'd be like in a big stately home, and we wouldn't even sit together.
Yeah, because I didn't want to be the loser who went and sat with his sister and her friends. I wanted to be with the cool guys.
What, was I not with the cool guys?
No, you just used to like sit with like Binky and Rosie. It was like, oh.
We were the cool guys. We were the
No,
A-team.
you weren't. You thought you were cool.
Sam-
That was even better.
No,
So like on Made in Chelsea, but you had people you thought they
No,
were
I'll tell you
cool.
actually, I'll let you in on a little secret. There was an A-team and a B-team. To be fair, Binky originally was part of the B-team because she came on with Ollie and Cheska.
Yeah.
The A-team was Spencer, me, Jamie. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm admitting this. Hugo, Millie, Kagi.
Yeah.
It's kind of divided.
And then
there were the like late
And
arrivals.
then you had the season D's.
And then we had the season
Which is
Ds.
where I used to nestle in quite nicely. I used to
You
nestle
bedded
into
in.
the C/D team, which was fun. But I always used to try and luncheon with the A's.
You can get luncheon.
I used to try and luncheon
Oh
with
my
the
God.
A's.
So much of just like waiting around was about eating. Like when
Yeah.
we were on that show, we used to have a snack box. You guys actually kind of have a snack box next door. That
What
little
was the
sweet tray.
moment? This is just me following this up. What was the moment that you're most disappointed of me from on Made in Chelsea? Where you looked at me as your brother and you went, I can't even fucking defend that.
I think just the first day, to be honest.
Oh,
I can't remember it,
It's
but
on
I
the
just
first
remember being like worried about it.
there must have been a time. I remember the time that I was like, oh, my sister's gonna hate me.
Do you?
Yeah,
What? Pray tell.
Ibiza.
But no, but you were in Ibiza for the full summer.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. I only came in for like a week.
Yeah.
Oh, but you were like suddenly then really like bedded in because you were like more established because you got to do the whole away trip, and Ryan and I were like, we'll just join for a little bit.
Yeah.
And you'd been going like raving loads with Alex Mitten and stuff
Yeah, but I also was on a break
with Tiff.
with Tiff. Yeah.
Oh, so you were just probably being slutty.
Well, no, it was just one of those times, wasn't it, where you're like in between. We were about to break
Did you
up. And we
date?
were on a break.
What was her name? Mimi.
I did.
Oh my God! What the hell? Do you know she's now like a life coach?
Doesn't surprise me.
Occasionally her stuff will pop up on my socials.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
She was quite cute, but actually, that was never going to work. But wait, why was I embarrassed then? I think the worst was when.
Well, there aren't that many fucking things to think about.
Oh, do you know what? We should do like a little screening of like rewatching some of the archived bits, the old bits. Pippa, did you watch Made in Chelsea?
Religiously.
Did you?
Yeah, when I first
What
met
did you
Sam, he
think
like
of
tried
Sam?
to explain who he was to me. And I was like, I'll just cut to it. And I know everything.
Oh my God!
I know everything
love
about you. I know everything about your friends. I know everything about you, Louise.
Yeah.
And what
I was
were
like,
your
let's-
initial? Did anyone you know fancy Sam?
Not so much fancy, I don't think. Sorry. I think when I got, so I met you on Hits.
Sorry, that thing.
When I got the job at Hits Radio, there was a lot of like, Sam Thompson. Like, oh my God, Sam. I was like, I loved Made in Chelsea, so I won't pretend that when I met you, I was like, oh, quite fun.
She tried to play it so cool.
No, I didn't.
You did. She tried to play. She came out in like a Palace t-shirt and she had a bucket hat.
I
Thought she was really
I obviously
cool.
wasn't wearing a bucket hat. It's just such
She
a
used to
weird
say things
note.
like peak, and I didn't understand what it meant. She was Gen
So
Z.
peak,
So it's
man.
like, that's so peak, man.
So even like back in the day when you were on it, when you talk about like A and B and that, were you able to like tell who was going to do well, or were you even aware of it being
I
a thing
could.
that you would go on to do stuff after?
Pippa, there used to be people who came onto
Yeah.
to the show, right? And some of the best looking guys I've ever seen in my life came onto Made in Chelsea and lasted 2 episodes.
Yeah.
You could tell, because
Most of them were sent my way to ask me on a date.
they were actually,
I would always say
a lot
yes.
of them were. And I used to have to watch that and be like, it's not going to work. And they would like, I'm talking like models, like really good looking guys would come on.
Good-looking people have terrible chat.
Their chat was so bad. You won't even remember their names. Like they would literally come on,
I
get
do
sort of
remember the names,
ferried
but I
in,
don't want to be too savage.
ferried in, and you would chat with them, and immediately within one conversation on camera, because sometimes there'd be people come in and they'd be try and be like Mr. Big Bollocks, and they'd be like, yeah, because in their friendship group they were like really cool.
But they'd also been told to do that. It was probably after Spencer left, and the producers would go, well, you know, we're looking to like fill this sort of like Lothario role, and like people always do really well that are like quite loud and controversial and like date lots. So like,
But they used to come
Dig in.
and they used to literally be so full of themselves. The moment the camera's turned on, it's like a different They'd literally shit up. Because if you think
why do you
about
keep
it,
saying shit?
I don't know. Used to
Shit up.
Shit up. They'd be like,
Seize
shit up.
up.
I say shit. Yeah, fine. Seize up. They're like, and they'd be a completely different person. And you'd be like, yeah, no, it's not going to work. I used to see that all the time. And it was almost like the better looking they were,
Yeah.
the worse their chat was. And you were like, it's never going to work. You could tell instantly whether
Yeah, it's
someone's going to
true.
do it or not.
But would you look
And a
at
lot-
someone like a Jamie and be like, he's going to do really
100%.
well? Like the show him and Sophie have now, like, if you found that out when you were on the show, would that surprise
Wouldn't
you?
surprise me at all.
Fine.
No.
Not one bit.
I wouldn't
At
have
all.
imagined them together necessarily. So that worked out differently. I never would have thought that Jamie would have ended up with somebody on the show who we met on the show. And actually a lot of the girls who were brought in later, so echoing what you said, similarly to these guys, they were kind of brought on just as like dating pawns to be like moved around the chessboard. And weirdly, like there was no way that these people could ever really win in the show because like the core cast were already established. These people would come on, they already knew what the show was. It's a bit like Love Island now where people like they know what the deal is and they try then quite hard to be in it loads and to be dramatic. And the producers don't really like that, although they like encourage them to be like that, but then they like drop them. It felt really unfair. There's like loads of girls. There was just this whole like revolving door of girls that would come on, like very pretty girls.
Yeah.
I think actually one time I pushed one of them out of a seat.
I do remember that season 2.
I know, I look so just like cooked in that scene.
I do remember that.
Been
It is like Love Island.
recirculating
It's
recently.
very similar to Love Island where like if as a viewer you watch and because when you've done reality TV and you've grown up with it, you watch and like I can tell instantly on Love Island who's going to do well and who's not. Like it's so obvious. And they have no idea. And
But I think the joy-
as a producer, they'll be watching going, right, yes, no. It's got nothing to do with looks either at all.
I think the joy of reality TV back in the day was the fact that people didn't know what they were getting into. Whereas then later on, so say like by season 12 of Me and Chelsea, like we're already quite established. People are going, oh, I want to join that show because it could be my lucky break. And like that's probably the wrong reason to join a show like that.
Were you aware when you guys were on it that it could be like a career?
No,
Oh my God.
because there
I
wasn't
remember
a
the
chance.
first time getting papped outside because we used to have like an end of season party and it would always be in a club, like on the King's
Yeah, that's
Road.
when you were really shiny. That's where Shiny Louise came from.
What? I didn't realise Shiny Louise is a thing.
Oh
I thought,
my God,
I thought
yeah.
that was from this fucking podcast because I'm always shiny.
Let me tell you
Can I
a
just
story.
say something? In real life, it's called Glowy.
No, Dewey.
On TV, it's called
Dewey.
fucking Shiny.
Let me tell you a story about my sister. They used to do a called, what was it called?
A screening.
Yeah, but what was the end of season? Oh, it was just the main Chelsea end of season party.
Oh, you're talking about the like Rick Edwards.
The Rick
like,
Ed- yeah, so
No, I'm talking about like an actual party at a
Oh.
club though. But
Oh,
yes, that
right.
as well.
So basically, at the end of season main Chelsea party, it used to be aired and it used to have like Rick Edwards, a comedian who used to host it.
It's like
You
the
watch it.
reunion.
It's a reunion show.
So
pretty
like
much.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with Andy Cohen, a reunion, it was me and Chelsea.
Louise
reunion.
used to go and sit up there. And when I say the reflections coming off her face,
He says this to me all the time.
Wait, about your
No,
head or about
yeah,
me?
About me.
Pip is the same. Pip's the same. And I remember I wasn't on it at this point. So I was in the crowd because Louise invited me like just as
No,
a
I probably
crowd
hadn't even
member.
invited you, but you were just a crowd member,
I was on
like
crowd
the
member,
tree
two
in the
couple
school
of mates.
play.
And I turn up and I'm watching on and the makeup person's on there just dabbing Louise's face for dear life, just trying to get that leaking to stop.
Pretty rich for someone who's bought powder for this set for the podcast.
Wait, who, you?
Yes.
Do you get makeup done for like this morning and all that TV work?
No, I don't. Believe it or not, I'm being deadly serious here. I genuinely don't because I'm of the belief that it doesn't. Makeup doesn't. If it's sat
It's
well,
the same as when you or I get Botox.
Yeah, it just doesn't sit well on my
Okay,
face.
so we'll be honest now about this, like cosmeceuticals. That's what they're called. There's a Thompson thing where if
can't.
you get Botox, it does not work.
This episode is brought to you by Liquid IV Sugar Free. Sam, since you and Pippa are training for the Hackney Half, I've found you a running sponsor.
You really are the best. Man, I'm actually really struggling at the moment. I'm not struggling. I've just got shin splints and I'm not as fit as I thought I was. My training's a little bit behind where Pippa's at the moment because obviously I'm doing it with producer Pippa. And I just feel like I really need to step it up. And do you know what I'm not doing though? I'm not taking any supplements at all.
I've got something for you, and this is actual science. A clinically proven amino acid and electrolyte blend that enhances water absorption with 0 sugar and 8 essential vitamins and minerals. Liquid IV Sugar Free. Plus, not only does it offer huge benefits for your training, but it's packed full of flavour. I'd recommend it to any would-be runner.
Well, look at scientist Peter. This is the boost we need for our long runs, and maybe it'll stop you being so grumpy at recordings.
No promises, but you do need to keep an eye out for a very special Staying Relevant run club.
Oh, you tease. Join me on my Liquid IV journey for sugar-free hydration with free next-day delivery. Shop now.
As in, we look like an angry clown.
Yeah.
Other people, stunning. But I think our faces are too expressive, so it's sort of not comfortable in this area.
I remember
like
getting
around the eyes.
Botox and not being able to move my face and like going into a seed of Made in Chelsea going like that. And everyone goes, "Why do you look so surprised?" And I was like, "I don't know what you mean." I kept on like turning like this, but I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like my face wouldn't move.
That's the same. So when you mentioned Ibiza,
Yeah.
when I came out to Ibiza, and I remember having to come in hot into a scene with you to tell you off the day that we landed, my face would also look like that, whatever you just explained. And I was like, no one is going to take me seriously
I
here.
once had filler years ago, and it was the same time I had Botox. So I've had Botox twice in my life. The first time was years ago, and I went with an ex-girlfriend, and she was already going. It was just around the corner from where we lived, and so I was like, she was like, "Come with." I was like, "Okay, fine. Maybe I'll get a bit of Botox. It might look cool." Get it plugged in, and the woman then went, "Oh, you do with a little bit of filler under your eyes."
Oh no, not a tear
Mate,
trough surgery.
I am a sucker for like, if they say it will work, I'm like, okay, cool. Bear in mind, I was like 26. I didn't even need it. And I was like, yeah, sure. So she like fills me up underneath both eyes. And I'm literally, I look like I've been stung by a bee. And I walk out and she's like, don't worry, it'll go down. I still have a little lump here, which I'm convinced is some of that filler from when I was 26 years old.
Can we get photo evidence
that I
to share
think
with the
I'm sure I'll be able to
masses
find it,
online?
yeah. And then I
YouTube
got
and on
Botox
Instagram.
a year and a half ago again, because I kind of did need it. And I was like, okay, let's see if it works. And it just doesn't sit on my face. And the whole team, everyone sat in this room, told me straight to my face. They went, Sam,
Don't do it.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to grow old gracefully.
I've actually noticed that you are growing older gracefully now.
What, you saying I'm growing older?
You do. You suddenly look like you've hit like a bit of a turning point.
I do. You're so right. No,
He's
you're
been
so
saying this
right.
for so
Oh
long.
no.
No, you are.
I just have to be honest,
I look
only 'cause I'm
haggard
family
at the
members.
moment. I can't put my
Look,
finger
these
on
things
it.
that come in faces, mate, just ride out that way.
Dude, no, because
You've had your glow up, you're having a minor glow down,
But I
and
don't
then
know
it
what-
might come again.
I don't know what the fuck's happened.
Is it because you're in a relationship?
No, I'm still really trying. Like, also, like, bless her. Tally's like, no, you look lovely. And I'm like, I know I don't.
The outfits are cool.
I wake up and I look in the mirror and I scream. I go, why? Like, I hate it. And I don't know what to do. I have my face routine that I put on every day.
What, the Lemaire?
I put the Lemaire, which is like £1,000.
Wait, how big's your Lemaire pot?
It's like fucking 1,200 quid.
How big is the pot of Lemaire?
Tiny. It's tiny. And I lather it on as well. Like, I'm liberal with it. And I have these under eye things from like 111 Skin or something.
I think it's actually all down to a lack of sleep, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to I've been doing breakfast radio recently, so I'm just a little
That's
bit
actually what
tired.
it is. It's really taking its toll.
No,
It's 4:30
I had
AM
it
starts.
before, and I look like gravity's really started doing its thing to my face. I look like Dad. And it's weird because Pete's looking better than ever. Pete is suddenly looking 34. I now look 42.
Oh,
And I don't know what's happening. And I'm like, I've always been the young one. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm blaming the lighting. It's not the lighting. We are going to get some backlight though, I think, just to...
We can work on the colour, on the lights.
Anyway, next question.
Pippa's face is positively glowing.
Pippa looks terrible.
Oh, thank you.
No, Pippa
Louise.
looks great.
You can come
but
in
to be
now.
fair, everyone actually... It's just youth.
Yeah, youth. Oh, to be youthful.
I'll move it away from you calling us all shiny. We had a question that's least favorite feels harsh, so maybe we go with most annoying thing about each other.
Oh my God.
Okay, nice.
One, Sam.
Most annoying thing about Louise.
Thank you.
I mean, look, I could go for like doesn't pick up phone or like all those kind of things. It really annoys me. Like really annoys me. If you were a guy, I'd slap you sometimes. Like it's infuriating when I know you're on your phone. You don't.
What, it's
pick
just
up.
the phone thing?
The phone thing is it gets me so much because if I knock on her door and I know she's home.
I never do that.
Yeah, you do. You do. I knock
I've
on
never
your door.
done that ever.
I knock on your door.
I love
and
that I said that before you'd even explained what it was.
And
I was like,
I
that's
know
a
she's
thing.
home because I can hear her inside, and I'm like, I live.
It
next
might
to
not
you.
be me.
I know you're at home because I can hear you because you got the garden door open, so I can hear that you're in.
It might not be me.
It's like, no, I can hear your
Could be
voice.
Elizabeth the cleaner.
I can hear your voice. You're with Louisa and Holly, so you've obviously told them not to open the door.
No, I've never said that.
So do you know what I'm going to do next time? And I thought about this all the time.
I've given you a key, by the way.
I do have a key now. I'm going to start opening the letterbox and just looking in and being like, I can see.
That's,
that's
normal
boring.
and fun for a neighbour.
I know. Well, that would be the thing I love about you.
That
Love or
would be
loathe?
boring. The actual thing is that my sister is now actually becoming a Karen. I know we speak about this every now and then, but like she is. Louise is the kind of person who would report you to the council. So like, just bear that in mind.
That's a good thing.
It's
I agree.
Not. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's,
Right. What is the most annoying thing about you? Probably. Can I be honest? I think like sometimes.
this is going to be cutting.
This
I
is
could-
actually,
gonna be-
she
oh, I thought
means
you were
this
gonna say-
one.
And I was
be
like, this
so-
is quite.
It's going to be so cutting, I can tell.
Wait, should I keep it lighter?
No.
No. I
Okay.
want light and shade, please.
All right, honest.
Shade
what
first,
you
then
want?
we'll have light.
Okay, shade first. Okay. Like just sometimes you, but actually not really at the moment.
Just out with it.
Sometimes just you can be like a little bit selfish.
Do you agree with that, Pippa?
Yeah.
What?
I think you said it quite nicely.
I didn't even go into any like stories.
You have specifics.
It's not just conjured up. Like it's not just a word, is it?
What's the light?
The light is. Oh, the light is like you come round and just like open the fridge, and then we'll be like, either you'll take all of the food out and eat it, or you'll be like, oh, this is a shit fridge. It's like, well,
That is
work
true.
on your own stuff.
That is true. Does that get to you when I do that? You never reply. Does that go in? Are you
I
sometimes
don't
like,
mind
what a
you eating
dick?
the food because I'm like, to be fair, like we are a very well equipped house. But equally, I'm like, I'm not going to take the criticism about the fridge.
Okay, fine. That's an understandable criticism. I can see that. So I literally
Oh no, actually, the annoying thing is when you could take Leo for an ice cream every day
What's wrong with that?
because it's not good.
Yeah, but he loves it.
I know, but he loves lots of things.
No, I have to keep doing that. That's our thing that we do.
Oh, that's you basically buying his love.
Yeah, but great.
That is that.
Sweet, we'll do it. Like, I'm happy with that. Like, when I picked him up from school yesterday.
Yes,
when-
early to take a photo with your ADHD book,
Okay, well.
which I'm very proud of you for, by the way.
What? No. When I picked him up yesterday, and this is completely true.
Yep.
When I tell you he ran to those gates, he ran with a smile on his face. It makes you well up. The smile on his face when he literally went, and he ran.
What did he know you were coming to pick him up?
I think the lady must have told him that
Okay,
Uncle Sam's
sweet.
going to pick you up. And he had his bag. No, she had his bag, and he ripped the bag. Not ripped, but he like took the bag and like ran. I was like, whoa! And the gate was separating us, and she had to open the gate. And he was like, open the gate! And he literally ran out and was like, come on, Dr. Sam. Come on, Uncle Sam.
Dr. Sam.
We're off. And then he went, and then he goes, can I ride in the front seat? And he like opened his own car door.
Are you going to come to a sports day?
100%. And I'm taking part in the race this time as well.
Did you not take part last time?
No.
Are you going to win?
I'm going to smoke everyone.
What is that, friends and family race?
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome.
It was actually it's just
Pippa,
dads.
what's-
It's actually just dads. So
No, I
I'll
feel like
still
there
be
is friends and family. Or
Okay,
maybe
I
just
think
dads. You could just do that. Pippa, what's the thing that you find most annoying about Sam?
That wasn't the question.
Happy to oblige.
Sam, yeah, because you called her a sibling earlier. Said,
Okay, go on. Fair
Well,
enough.
exactly. I would say it's actually the flip of your one to Louise. The anger you feel towards Louise when Louise doesn't pick up the phone. Mine for you is the anger that you show towards me when I don't pick up the phone because I'm working for your company. So I'll be like in a work call with like other working people, and like I won't answer Sam's chat, how are you call? And
Yeah,
then he's
yeah.
like, oh, you never pick up the phone to me, God. You just hate me. You just hate me.
Do
Like,
you
don't
say
want to
that?
talk to me as if it's like a vendetta I have against him working. That's probably mine.
you just hate me.
I know. I just sometimes like. I just really like the people I like. What can I say?
I'm honoured to be one of them, but I also like my job.
Yeah, and you do your job very well.
Thank you.
So I will take both of those criticisms.
Well, seeing as we all still get on despite our qualms,
Qualms.
someone actually wrote in saying, advice, please.
Ooh.
I am a big sister who absolutely loathes my sibling, but I think it's like legit. So what advice would you guys give as siblings?
God. I have quite a few people message me, parents who are like, I really hope that my kids grow up as close as you guys do. I think it's like, it's not rare, but it's probably like 50-50, isn't it? God, if you loathed your sibling.
I would say personally, from my point of view, I go, never let that happen. I would say try your absolute hardest to not have that really. I don't think you'll ever be closer to anyone more than you will be your family. And I like, because me and Louise, like she was a tyrant to me at times when I grew up. But like I have so many amazing memories, like that were even at the time not great sometimes maybe, but like now I look back on and I go, God, they formulated my life. Like I don't have that with anyone. My school started at a certain age. Like no one knows me as well as my sister knows me. And I think I know you better than most people know you as well.
True.
Like to give all of that up by just not trying, to me is criminal. Like you are, like I'm so lucky to have a sibling. Like I who I've like shared life with. I like, you're my best mate. I couldn't imagine. We argue. By the way, we argue like a fair amount. Not for a while actually, but we obviously
We've not had like a biggie for ages,
do
have we?
argue.
We do a biggie.
Yeah, we argue a biggie actually. But I would
Buckle
never.
in.
It would be my mission to unargue if it ever got to a really bad spot, because I could never imagine life without my sibling. And if you have a sibling, you're incredibly lucky to have that sibling, regardless of whether they don't get, I believe, regardless of whether you don't get on, anything can be salvaged. So I would say just genuinely try your best, and at least you're trying then.
I
like
agree
loose
with what
women.
you're saying. I think you mentioned something about memories there, which struck a chord with me. I think even if you've got, as you said, like some bad memories and then some good ones, like a memory is a memory and it does still form who you are and kind of it shapes your childhood. And it's hard to give an answer without any context about why you loathe that sibling. Because for all we know, like they could have killed their pet or
That's intense.
or no, but like anything could have happened. So sometimes it is hard to claw back, you know, a relationship when something really bad has happened.
I always apologise to you first. I always apologise to you first. Always lay out the olive branch.
I don't know whether you're joking.
I'm being deadly serious.
Well, you actually think that you always apologise
Yeah.
first? Do you?
Yeah.
Well, hand on heart, you're being
Hand on
serious.
heart. I'll send you a message after a few days and be like, and I'll still reiterate my point.
Yeah, we've done some like, okay, so here's the easier thing. Before you have the tricky conversation, the DMC, deep meaningful conversation, you've got, sometimes it's easier to write a letter or go back and forth with some very well constructed text messages. We've done that before where there have been like 10 pages.
Oh yeah. Louise loves an essay.
How do you, speaking of that, how do you both find it hard sitting with the thought that someone doesn't like you?
Hate it.
Do you feel you're the same?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, don't
Because
like
I know that about you, but I didn't know.
I don't like the idea that I've hurt somebody or I've done something to make somebody, not hurt maybe, but like, I don't like the idea that I've done something that has annoyed someone, because you can always change. That's not a good thing, because you shouldn't have to change. If I was Pete saying here, what Pete would be saying is, you don't need to change who the fuck you are. Like, you are who you are, and if they don't like you, then go fuck themselves. That would be a Pete skewed answer.
Well,
and he's actually correct in that way. But and I think you might be the same, I sit there and I go, but whatever I've done to annoy you, I can change that. And I will like be better. And so like, and that, because I'm a fixer, and I think you're a fixer too, which is like, I want to build bridges and I want to fix
I don't like
things.
having a big fat fallout.
Yeah, and I hate it. So I'll change for you.
On the advice tangent, what advice would you, Louise, give to Sam if he's ever to become a dad?
Oh my God, I'm so comfortable in this chair. She's disappearing. I would say take some time off would be my primary bit of advice. To like enjoy it at the beginning, which I think is hard because for men you only really get 2 weeks annual leave or like paternity leave. But if you were able to like carve out a bit more time, it wouldn't be wasted.
Yeah.
I know you work currently like on the weekends and you do Hits Radio on Saturday morning, but I think like those moments are so precious, so you wouldn't want to just like breeze through them because they're only young ones, and that's so cliche, but it goes really quickly. And even though, like, one of the good things about me, the only good thing really about me being so sick at the beginning after Leo was born was the fact that I had to like completely slow down to the point of being stationary. So I couldn't work and I was at home a lot. So I was there for all of those memories, even though lots of them were really bad. I also then was there for any like good sort of glimmer of hope memories that were in that chunk of time as well. And what else?
Get used to shit, because I feel like I would struggle with that.
Oh, with the shit?
Yeah. That's something that I get like,
What do you do with cat shit?
oh, it's just not great, but it's a bit more solid than what I've seen Leo produce in his formative
But
years.
would you wipe Leo's bum now when he goes for a poo?
No.
You've never done that?
Did he ask you to do that?
What do you mean? Of course, he's a child.
You have to wipe his ass for him.
Well, how else do you think a child gets their ass wiped?
He's got hands and fingers, and he
So now he's starting to do it on his own.
has to wipe his bum.
What were you expecting, Sam? Have you never had to do it?
I understand whether like a baby.
An infant?
I understand that, but you lift their legs and you get the Kleenex.
You've
out
got
and you give it one of them.
so much to learn. Like, what the hell? You need to go to the NCT classes and several like parenting workshops before you have a child.
So let's say Leo at 4, right, is like sat on the can.
Yeah.
And he's like, his little legs dangling off, and he drops an absolute deuce. And you're literally, and he's like, right, mum, I'm ready for my arse to be
No, he
wiped.
calls. He basically he'll trot downstairs because now he'll go on his own. But often he wants. There's a whole like ritual
wants to
around
talk
it.
whilst
Often
he's
he'll want to talk, so he'll be like, "Mummy, I need a poo. Come down with me." And I'm like, oh, "I think you're old enough to do this now." And sometimes he just like literally drags me down there, but he's quite particular. Sometimes he'll be like, "No, you can't watch." So he'll shut the door. He'll tell me exactly where I need to stand. He's like, "No, don't move over there." He's just there. And then I'm like, "Oh, but I could just try and like put something into a washing machine." And he's like, "No, got to be there, just there. Don't move. Don't touch that." And then he'll like call me in so I can wipe his butt.
How does he call you in?
This is interesting because you know girls wipe their bum from the front to the back.
Sorry, what?
But wait, do boys?
No, fucking shut up.
See, look, that's how much. But what if you have a daughter, brah? Yeah, see, you're freaking out. You're not ready.
No, it's not. I just didn't know that. That can't be true.
But wait, how do you wipe your bum?
Like most normal people, and just
Oh no, that is front to the back. That's what I mean. Some guys go like this. Don't they? I don't know.
What, between the legs?
Between the legs. Which was like, Ryan.
I couldn't drag it under there. No, because then you're dragging.
Can I just say, I feel really bad. Like, poor Leo doesn't have his right to reply to any of this. But hopefully he'll think we're cool. Can
I ask you a question, Pickle? When you wipe your bum,
I just knew it.
Do you reach round?
Matter of time on it.
Do you reach round?
Apparently so.
Do you reach round?
Between my legs, no.
No, but do you go like that and reach round?
Yeah.
How else would I do it?
That's what I'm asking. Louise is telling
No,
me
no,
Yeah, you reach
I do
behind
reach round.
you.
Yeah, but I thought some blokes basically just did the other way because basically it's actually too. But for a girl, like you definitely need to wipe that way around, like front.
Well, for a boy, you do as well. Really,
Okay, fine.
Because you want to go.
Well, so envision you
Mate,
just
you'd
not
rather
wiping.
go-
Yeah, I know.
I so imagine
Do you want
Sam
to know?
just doesn't.
I know something about Sam's
That's
weird
why he's so
bathroom habits.
baffled.
Can I just say?
Also, you'd rather go up your back than into your bollocks. Like, do you know what I
Exactly,
mean?
fine.
Like, that's the.
Can I say
your
something that
back.
really drives me mad about what you do and also Ryan does?
What?
You will literally like pull the loo roll so much, but then you pull like individual sheets.
Yeah, I do
Instead
that.
of like folding it up and like creating like a good bit of sheet package, like a
Yeah.
little sandwich of loo roll. You'll literally wipe your ass with like individual
Yeah.
sheets at a
You're
time.
going in with a
And-
singular sheet.
Yeah, he's going with a singular sheet.
I like to play a little game. I like
He's
to play a
there for
little game.
hours.
That's
Literally,
so gross.
He's 100 individual sheets later.
I like to play
He's
a
probably
little
got
game.
the poo on his hands.
That's what I mean. You're not
I am.
telling
Yeah.
me
And I'll
every
tell you
single
why.
sheet you're getting like right on target, clean wipe every time.
I like
There's
to play
no
a
way.
game called Battle Shits, which is basically like where you get as close as you can to the ripping of the paper, but not quite.
Oh my God. Is that a thing that guys do?
No,
You
it's just
said that into a microphone.
Battle shits.
that's normal. Guys do that all the
Because
time.
Ryan also kind of just takes like one bit.
I
I'm
look
like-
at
I'm like-
it.
I'm like, you could save so much time if you just folded that over, created a loo roll sandwich, and just did it in like
Who
3
wants sandwich?
wipes.
I look
Ryan
at
does
it.
it too.
He kind of does it as well.
I go like this. Look, we're not.
I can't even remember the question.
audio
A
wise.
parenting tips.
No, just for audio stuff. Like genuinely, I won't make this sound too grim. I will do what I'm doing, have a little look,
Oh my God.
and I'll go, okay, could do with a bit more.
But same sheet. Same sheet goes back down. Same sheet.
One single
Same sheet, because then it goes, maybe it could rip.
That's
How many times do you get poo on your hands? How many times a day?
Yeah, but that's what hand washers are for.
That is disgusting, brah. Haven't you got self-cleaning
Got a
lab?
bidet. Got a bidet.
Yeah, but you've also got a loo that like spurts the water up your butt.
I do, yeah. I've got Japanese loo.
Do you ever use that?
Yeah, all the time.
What?
Oh, it's the
So
most
you-
amazing feeling.
Well, you
must
got
be
like a little
real.
jet up the bum.
Oh, it's absolutely, but that does break the loo roll.
I was
going to
say battle shits must come to a swift end when that gets involved.
Sinky
No, what
shit.
you do is you take the initial intensity out of it, and then you use it.
Sorry, what does that mean?
You take the initial intensity, so you do the first few wipes, and
With
then
the
you
with the same sheet. Sorry,
not always with the same sheet.
just sometimes.
Did you just fart?
No,
I feel like I
didn't.
just heard something.
No. But this is maybe this is a question for our listeners, actually. How do you wipe?
Leo now I have to go in like this, front to back, just because I don't know why. But he used to go like this, like a downward dog. So he literally, with his bum out, is like downward dogging and just has his bum flailing like in the air in your face. It's quite full on. That's why I was wondering whether you've ever done it before.
What happens if he like has quite bad food or something and like it's just quite tense? He's just like, go on, mum.
Yeah, still have to do it. Oh. It's quite regular, the bad food scenario.
Really?
Yeah, we do our best, but...
I
Has he
imagine
ever
you go in
weed?
with multiple sheets.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing battle shits with Leo. And I'm also like not risking, I've never got poo ever on my hands.
Really?
Really?
Sam, don't sound that shocked.
Sorry,
by
I
that.
actually just remembered that I haven't had to wipe my arse in a normal way for a really long time.
yeah, I've got a question. You don't even poo.
Isn't that so depressing?
Do you fart?
Because people love pooing.
Can you fart?
Don't men like love pooing? That feeling of poo.
Oh, it's a great feeling when you need to go.
Yeah,
And
it's,
then you
it's
go.
kind of odd.
Do you produce
No,
wind?
I don't fart.
You don't produce wind.
Sometimes I feel like there's I could fart, but I'm like that would be really wrong because there's nothing. It's just like a stump on the inside. So I'm like, where would that be coming from?
By the way, for anyone listening, Louise has a colonoscopy bag. It's not a colonoscopy bag.
Stoma
It's a stoma bag. Louise got a stoma bag, so that's what we're talking about
Yes.
now. But anyway,
a real shame.
moving on.
Yeah, sorry, I let that go on way too long.
A lot of battle shit chats there.
I guess this kind of ties in. Do you ever wish either of you had a more private life out of the spotlight?
No,
Sometimes I do actually.
I don't. I love it because I wouldn't be able to do the things I do. Like one of my favorite things, it happened today actually, was someone coming up to me and saying hello and being like, oh, like, can you speak to my mum or something like that? And they'll like FaceTime their mum. Like, and then you're like,
Yeah, you're
talking
very good at it.
to a complete stranger, but you feel like your family. Like that right there is worth any Daily Mail article or like where people go, I just wish I had a private life. Like that.
You
there,
get really affected by the Daily Mail articles,
over the past year, they've been pretty tough. But
they're fine.
no, but my point is that like, okay, any of the, you know, when people go, I just wish I like lived a private life and all that kind of stuff, like the benefits of the interaction with people, I think completely outweigh the like intrusion of like this is a good one. Chapel Roan is a perfect example of this. Have you heard about the Chapel Roan story?
Yeah.
Where she basically like made an 11-year-old girl cry.
Yeah.
She sent a security guard over there.
Yeah.
And like that to me, I'm like,
Don't be famous if you don't want to hang out with the public.
mate, it's one of the most, this isn't just for her, this is for anyone who thinks like this. How obnoxious must you be and arrogant, to be honest with you, must you be to think that your art is better and deserves to be listened to or watched or whatever it is by so many people, but yet you don't even like or want to speak to those people. Like you might have changed their life. You might have stopped them from like doing something bad. You might be such an integral part of that life, and you've sent your security guard to stop that person from just looking at you. from looking at you, and that's an 11-year-old girl. Like, that's
I
one
know,
of the
that
most
is
magical things in the entire world.
I get if you're famous. I think I agree with everything you're saying. I also think Chappell Roan I'm not a fan. I don't even know who she was before this whole saga came out. Wasn't it like a famous football player's child? So you picked the wrong person, homie.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. I think that we're quite lucky because we sit like somewhere quite comfortably in the middle. Like we're not
like
sorry,
super
I say it for
famous.
myself, but
Yeah.
like I can maybe loop you into this category. It's not like we're like A+
Yeah.
listers.
No, we're
So
quite far down
we
the
don't
D.
have like nutters stalking us.
Yeah.
We're not in the press every single day for everything we do. But we get a lot of the perks. So we have like lovely communities that we've created that we get to hang out with. We just get like some free stuff now and again. But I think like I was saying to someone, actually, I was speaking to Ryan's brother about this this weekend down in Devon where we spent Easter. He was asking me about a TV show that we were maybe going to be on, Ryan and I. It was a Disney show that I think we had a bit of a lucky escape from because I feel very comfortable with like this level of fame, if you like it. It feels weird calling myself famous because I don't really relate to that word.
I wouldn't say we are in the famous category.
But having public profiles.
Yeah.
Then. But I wouldn't want to be a Kardashian. Like I wouldn't want to be on a forever reality TV show that never ends, that keeps growing, that keeps affording you more fame, more money, more designer handbags, more cars, because more does not equate to happiness. And I mean, stating the obvious, people speak about this all the time. But I think like when you get into that spiral, like it can become quite dangerous. So sometimes I do think, especially as a parent, that it would be nice to have a bit more privacy. And I do wonder whether, like I'm glad that I'm not, say, on a reality show with Leo because it wouldn't be fair for me to throw him into that without getting his permission. I know we've brought him onto like the podcast and stuff a couple of times just for like little snippets and just,
Yeah, but that's you
to
showing him what you
caveat that
do.
like when we brought him on for a Mother's Day episode, he had a really fun time. Like it's like show and tell, isn't it? Everyone wants to know what their parents do. Often kids don't get to go into their parents' offices, but he thinks it's really fun. He literally came on for like 10, 15-minute segment, so it felt really manageable. But we know what the impact of like a lot of exposure and a lot of screen time does to young kids, and you only have to look at like Britney Spears or Lindsay Lohan or most child celebrities to see what the outcome is. So I think it's fine like for us, but and maybe you're at a slightly different part in your stage in life and like career than me, maybe just because of the like child thing.
I do have a couple of cats though.
That
I'd
we
like to
have-
keep them out the spotlight.
But that we have to just be a little bit careful.
On the topic of Leo, a hypothetical I loved. What would you do if Sam had a son and called him Leo?
Lose her shit.
Oh my God. I actually, because we wanted to call our second son, or maybe like Jackson or Jack, and Leo's cousin is called Jack, which is really annoying. So now we just can't use it. Like, it's just a no-go. So if you, wait, can you fucking imagine? That's the kind of thing that you would do.
I'd love
I know.
to. I would.
Like it's been born. He's brought it home from the hospital. He's home. He invites you over, and he's like, "This is baby Leo." What would your initial
I
reaction?
would die. I would die.
No, because I already know what my boy's name was.
The thing is like whoever your wife is, i.e. if it's Tally, there's no way she would allow that.
Why?
Wait, hang on. What are your names? Would you actually ever do that?
What's my name, Vivet?
Tell
He's
me.
just stolen my name.
What's the name?
If I have a boy, I want to name him Kit.
Oh my God, my best friend's called Kit Leo.
Oh.
Yeah, my best friend's son.
Imagine
Little
this.
baby is called
And then
Kit. Is called
obviously
Kit
Sam
Leo.
now wants to call. his
Listen,
son.
imagine this. Kit Michael DeCourcy Thompson. Oh, it's strong.
Sorry, you're gonna get put dad's name in there.
Have to, yeah.
You don't have to.
I do, because mine's Robert, which is Dad's dad.
That's sorry. You should tell dad that. That's really cute. You need to have a kid before he pops his clocks. He's not going anywhere, but like just so that
Bloody hell.
No, but just so that he knows, because that's quite special.
Yeah.
So wait, what's your daughter going to be called?
Rose.
Rose,
Well, actually-
Rose
Yeah.
Louise Thompson.
I've got to now. Yeah, 100%. I love the name Rose.
You're actually going to have a real Rose?
Rose, yeah, and mine would be
But you've
Rose.
taken it so literally.
Mine would be Rose. Oh, I can't be Karen.
So wait, it would be Kit and Rose. So when you
yeah.
It's going to have to be. You
Oh my
can't
gosh.
name a boy after your dad and not do a girl
No,
after your
do
mum.
you know what? I'd actually
Rose
put it-
Karen Thompson,
No,
that
I'd
is
actually-
so bad.
I can't, Jenny couldn't do that to her. The poor girl get bullied.
Louise.
I was just
Sorry,
thinking
love
about
you,
that.
Mum.
I was just thinking about Louise. Maybe,
about Anne?
Maybe Rose. I think it'd be
Roseanne, Rosanna.
It'd be Rose
Roseanne.
Louise DeCourcy
Anne.
Thompson.
Sick.
Rose Louise Anne DeCourcy
That's
Thompson.
big.
Yeah, would be mine.
So wait, you like Kit as well?
Well, first, yes.
First, yeah.
Well, no, not as well.
What about girls' names?
I don't actually have a girl's name just
Josh.
because I'm so resigned.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to
my
Staying
God.
Relevant. Pete will be back next week. Don't fear. And to feature in this podcast, email hello@srproductions.co.uk. Subscribe and follow so you're the first to know of each new episode. Rate 5 stars. Please do leave a review. We do read them. Follow us on all the socials, which is @Staying Relevant Podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Josh, what are we on? But we're growing, baby. We are growing like a little fetus in
You really
your
do
stomach.
have a radio voice.
Shit. So subscribe to us on YouTube @Staying Relevant Podcast again for the full video of this episode that goes live every Sunday. We'll be back on Monday with our main episode. See you next time. Thank you so much for listening. Louise, again, thank you so much because I know you've been here for like 7 hours. This has been a Staying Relevant production.